Today, I want to give Bobbie more of the control over the walk. I'm not giving Marley any control because she's been pulling like something else lately, and she keeps slipping her harness. I have been grabbing her harness to keep her from doing that, but she's learning to just do it quickly now. So I'm gonna tell her owners about that. She's definitely getting a little bit too controlling over the walk, and I don't want her to have much control over the walk. These walks are for them, so I want them to be able to sniff around. But if they feel like they're just gonna like disobey me blatantly when I'm trying to go somewhere else, or I'm trying to direct them in a different way, and they just pull out of their harness, that's a big problem. Ooh, blackberries. That one was bitter. Man, that was bitter. This is an area where Marley pulls a lot. Today, she's not allowed to command the walk at all. So if she starts pulling, I'm just gonna make her ignore whatever she's pulling towards that stump. I redirected her. Now she's just pulling, so I'm leaning back, making her work for it. This way, we're not going down the dock today. And we're most likely not going down here either. All right, situations like this, since Bobbie's already on the path, we're gonna make Marley undo this situation. I don't like them splitting poles. They know that by this point, so I don't know why they did it. But I'm just gonna pull her a little bit. Hopefully she gets to the point to go around eventually. Go around. Good girl, good girl. I praised her because she put her head on the other side. I want her to understand exactly what steps she's taken to get closer to the goal that I have in mind. Go around, Marley. Go around. Good girl. Good girl. Go around. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Marley. And I was just saying the command go around as I did it, just to, you know, solidify in her mind. I want her to understand what those words mean. And then, you know, I just praise her a lot when she does it successfully. Bobbie's usually the one who does that, so she's a lot better with it. Marley's usually pulling straight ahead, so there's not a whole lot of opportunity for her to split poles, but Bobbie's always pulling to the sides, and she doesn't pull, but she's curious about what's around her. She's younger, so it makes sense. Bobbie looks like she's got like a buoy attached to her back or something. She got her flotation device. Bobbie! She does not care. Which way you want to go, Bobbie? This way. Look at all this beautiful Jack in the Pulpit. It's been all over the place. I just got some seeds for Jack in the Pulpit in the mail today. I'm excited to plant them, but it looks like it takes like 2 to 5 years for them to grow. This way. Bobbie. Good girl. Good girl. Off, Bobbie. Good. Good girl. When I first started walking them, and Bobbie saw another dog barking at her from across the street, there was no getting her off of them dogs without just dragging her away. She's come a really long way. She's such a good girl, Bobbie. Yeah, look at that dog. Off, off. Off, Bobbie. Off. Off. Bobbie off. Bobbie off. Good girl. This way. You know, sometimes you go to a situation you guys have been in a 1,000 times, and it's just not going well compared to like how well they usually do. I saw that person with a dog coming up on the sidewalk, and I was gonna cross the street, but there was a car coming, so I waited, and she crossed the street first, and Marley and Bobbie were both whining because they wanted to go meet that dog. And it was probably because they were on the same side of the street as us and then switched over. They were excited to meet that dog. They need to understand That just because they want to meet the dog doesn't mean that they get to meet the dog, you know? And honestly, I'm not really comfortable letting them meet other dogs until they're able to cross by other dogs and not lunge at them and not start spazzing out. But I mean, usually like when you pass by somebody, Bobbie definitely looks a lot and like she gets a little vocal and sometimes jumps around, but that time was real bad. He really wanted to get after that dog. As long as we just keep walking and do business as usual, basically, they'll start to understand eventually that, you know, they're not going to get to meet that dog regardless of how much they want to. And then I can start introducing them to other dogs and they can get that privilege, but they're not ready for it yet. Look at this swamp, dude. That's cool. That's sick as fuck. A little micro environment. I think we'll head back to the house real quick and get some water and then go back out again. Bobbie. 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 I don't know why Bobbie insists on playing with her mouth all the time, but that time when I hyped her up, she still was going to nip, but she didn't nip. She didn't put my hand in her mouth, which I appreciate. That's definitely improvement. I set her up for that situation a lot just so that I can correct her for doing it, and hopefully she'll, you know, learn not to do that with me at least. It can be difficult when you're just, you know, when you're just walking a client's dogs and you're not training them, because they go home and, you know, get the same interactions that hyped them up in the first place and taught them to, you know, nip and pull and jump. You know, they're still doing it with them. So it's a little harder to condition with just the enrichment pups. They do learn the difference between people and how they need to act with certain people. Off, Bobbie. Good girl. Off. Off. Good girl. Good girl, Bobbie. All right, Bobbie, what you sniffing? Are you looking for somewhere to use the bathroom, or are you looking for stuff to roll in? Because it looks to me like you're looking to roll in stuff.